What's good, YouTube? We're back in another video, and today we're watching Penguinz. You know who that is. You should know who that is, at least, if you're watching this video. We're going to be reacting to him, and yeah, that's about it. I don't even know what else to say in the intro. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. Why not like it if you don't like the video, you know? Stole that from another YouTuber. Alright, let's go.
So that's actually something we were kicking around as an idea, but legitimately doing a Long John Silver's tier list, like trying all their food, would probably result in Matt or I being in the hospital in intensive care. I don't think there's a single, like, Long John Silver's fan in the world. I don't think it exists.
Not me. I'm not one.
Right now, in chat, is there anyone here that eats at Long John Silver's? Start there. Not even do you like it. Do you eat there, ever?
I can confirm that I have never even had it.
Overwhelmingly no, with a couple of liars sprinkled in there about eating there often. I know you're lying. I feel like Long John Silver's is probably some kind of money laundering front to some degree. I don't think it started that way, but I think it's become that, because I don't know how they're still in business. Every Long John Silver's I've passed for the last decade at least has been completely dilapidated, in shambles, and yet somehow it's still here.
Dilapidated is just a crazy word, bro.
I ate there once and almost puked, which is exactly what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if we did the Long John Silver's tier list, it would end in some kind of catastrophic illness. I'm actually gonna look it up. How popular is Long John Silver?
Can't be, bro.
Today, Long John Silver's owns and operates and franchises nearly 700 restaurants located across 38 U.S. states and Singapore, generating annual system-wide sales of $413 million. Like, I think I've only ever had it once in my life when I was a kid because Joe's Crab Shack was closed. And I can vaguely remember my parents begrudgingly taking me to Long John Silver for, like, popcorn shrimp or something. You're just hating on LGS because it's fun. I don't think it's bad. Have some fucking shame, Glibby. Did you just actually drop an abbreviation for Long John Silver and get it wrong? LGS? It'd be LJS, and nobody's abbreviating Long John Silver's. They don't have fans. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, I've never met anyone and they were just like, let's just go to Long John Silver's. Like, who says that? Who just goes to a restaurant and is like, hey, you were out with your homies and they like, hey, you try to go to Long John Silver's? Like, I've never heard that before.
That's how I know you're lying. You didn't even get the fucking get it wrong. LGS? It'd be LJS, and nobody's abbreviating Long John Silver's. They don't have fans. Nobody's doing that. That's how I know you're lying. You didn't even get the fucking imaginary abbreviation correct. But yeah, no, I don't think we'll be doing a Long John Silver tier list. It feels dangerous. I watched that, not to get like morbid or like really sad. I watched that video that went viral a little while ago about the woman who ate bad tilapia and had all of her limbs amputated because of the infection or whatever she contracted from it. I feel like that is absolutely a high likelihood at fucking Long John Silver's. Long John Silver hush puppies are S tier. Outside of that, it's dog food. He's a tier 1 Long John Silver CEO. How long have you had that account? You just made it. Yeah, created 2 minutes ago. Don't even try and like gaslight me into thinking there's real Long John Silver fans. Thanks to Resub Swift. I can see when you made the account. Scoundrel.
Absolutely scoundrel.
The one in my town burned down, shit's whack. I'm an LJS enjoyer. No, what you are is a goddamn liar.
Exactly.
Stop. I know you're not. I'm gonna look up their menu real quick, actually. I haven't checked their menu since we were ideating on doing a Long John Silver tier list. Thanks, Risa Pipo. Plus, Matt is already, like, pretty irpy around seafood because he got such bad food poisoning that it's ruined seafood
I don't
for him.
know any other Matt.
So I think this would put him in the grave if we did a Long John Silver's tier list.
No, because
man, I love this. I go to
talking about who's Matt.
This website couldn't be more sad. I go to their website and I scroll down to go to their menu, and on their promotions, there's one item: cheese bites.
Yo,
it's the only thing they seem to be proud of.
Bro, what?
They have this whole promotion section, but there's one thing for cheese bites. Nothing else. It's not a very large menu. That's good. I'm glad they didn't
Bro,
make like a massive menu like Cheesecake Factory for this.
my bad,
LJS
y'all,
review
about
win.
those notifications.
I'm not
I gotta get
gaming,
those taken
I'm
care
actually
of in
fucking
future
afraid to
videos.
eat
I
at
will.
Long John Silver. I'd eat their chicken, but then defeat the purpose because they're a seafood place. But
See,
I would be...
it's crazy because I didn't even know they were a seafood place. I thought they sold chicken or something. I didn't know Long John Silver's. It just didn't sound like a seafood place to me. How do you mess up a seafood place? That's like the most deluxe. I don't even know how to say it. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna mess up.
terrified to eat this. This is like the idea I had a while ago to do a gas station food tier list and just try like the most revolting old gas station food that just exists in those fucking hot dog spinners forever and never gets changed out.
Bro.
And then we watched that Chubby Emu video on botulism contracted from gas station nachos, and I canned that idea ASAP. Immediately
Exactly.
I put that one on the...
We already knew what was gonna happen, Moist. You were just gonna get sick, and you were probably gonna be the next one to leave us on YouTube.
shelf. Surprised you eat seafood, you're picky? I'm really not picky. I literally eat anything. I will actually eat anything.
I mean, I'm the exact
There's
opposite. I'm
foods
picky
I
as
obviously
hell.
like more than others, but when it comes to Long John Silver's, I actually feel like I am risking life and limb for it. Like, it feels like I'm gambling on my health. My parents met working together at Long John Silver because there was nothing else to do.
Sorry for the ads. Stupid ads, bro. L ad.
My health. My parents met working together at Long John Silver probably because there was nothing else to do. Like, there's no customers. They'll just hang out, talk to each other, fall in love. Bond. That makes sense. The way you describe Long John Silver makes it sound like they catch fish from the septic tank. They probably do. I have never seen an LJS that's in good condition. Maybe it's a Florida thing, I don't know. Every LJS I have ever seen in my life looks like a house in Minecraft that got hit by TNT.
Wow.
God damn it, now I'm tricking myself into like wanting to take the risk and trying it. Last time my dad ate Long John Silver over a decade ago, it forced him to get gallbladder surgery.
I don't even know what that is.
The food is dog food, but
I'm
root
assuming
beer
it
is
has something to do with pee, though.
Also, the one near my house burnt down and rebuilt. God, it's like Hydra.
Why are all
Why
of
are we
them
even talking
burning
about this?
down?
I forgot why this came up. Oh yeah, someone recommended a Long John Silver's tier list, and that's something that has been like something we've been ideating on at the headquarters for a while, but just are afraid to do because it's so gross. Do you think it's actually worse than Burger King? It's not fair because I hate Burger King because I eat it and it always sucks shit. I haven't eaten Long John Silver's because I'm afraid of it. It's like the boogeyman of fast food to me.
He said
In my head, it's like...
I'm sorry, I gotta replay that.
It's not fair because I hate Burger King because I eat it and it always sucks shit. I haven't eaten Long John Silver's because I'm afraid of it. It's like the boogeyman of fast food to me. In my head, it's like the worst thing you can eat, but I haven't actually eaten it to compare it to Burger King. Check out their Big Catch meal. It's absolutely revolting. It's so bad health groups called it the worst meal in America and said that it's basically a heart attack on a hook.
Wow.
I
Wow.
love the name Big Catch. Okay.
Heart attack on a
LJS
hook
Big
is
Catch,
crazy.
huh? Long John, this was in 2013, so this is when people still accidentally ate there. Oh my god, this looks awful! Long John Silver's Big Catch is worst
Ew,
restaurant
what
meal
is
in
that?
America.
What is that? Ew. What is that white stuff on it? Bro, if not even your appetizer picture look good, bro? How does your appetizers not look good? Oh my god.
It says CSPI. I don't know what this is. I don't know that organization. That sounds like some kind of like shadow group.
I was about to read CPS. I thought it said
Behind the
Child
scenes in the food
Protective
industry.
Services. Oh, there.
This looks awful. 3
It really
ounces
does.
trans fat drenched batter, 4.5 ounce fish. Lab test find 33 grams of trans fat in the meal of fried fish, onion rings, and hush puppies. And then announced that
Low-key, I think Arby's might be better than this place, to be honest. I low-key think Arby's might be better.
Discontinue the big catch. Oh no! Damn you! Look what they've taken from us. Not even the big catch was safe. Maybe they did like a drastic overhaul of their menu, because this isn't on there. It was very simple stuff. Granted, they didn't look great, but it did seem very simple.
Okay.
It's piss yellow. It's like actual mustard hue.
It looks disgusting. Look at that. Ew. Who would eat this? And who would get the idea to take a picture of this like it's appetizing? I hope they took a picture of this because they thought it was disgusting. Look at this food. Look at this. This is nasty. Disgusting, bro.
Like, how do you even fry something that ends up looking that way?
Exactly.
I think these are the
it's
hush puppies
yellow.
up here. Those look fine. Maybe they're like cheese curds. I can't tell. I think that's the hush puppies, though. But this looks
Looks like chicken
horrible.
nuggets.
I love this sentence. Today, the CSBI formally notified Long John Silver's CEO Mike Kern that the chain will be sued if it continues to use partially hydrogenated oil in its deep fryers.
Wow.
And if it continues to misrepresent both the amount of fish in the meal and nutrition information for the side items.
Are they even
Long
putting
John
in
Silver's
any
is one of the very
income with this food?
reasons why I don't eat seafood to this day. I had it as a child in California, and I had it as a teenager in Florida. I won't be eating it as an adult. Sounds like a punishment. Like, eat your vegetables, or your next meal will be at Long John Silver's. The kid just
Oh my
starts
God.
housing it. No, not there! Please! A White Castle tier list would be so much safer. My dad loves White Castle.
Yeah, I like
I'm
White
very
Castle
familiar
is
with White
decent.
Castle.
They're decent. It's just their burgers are so small, bro. I hate that.
What are they using? Plastic fish? No, it'd probably be healthier if they were using plastic fish, though. Again, this was 2013, so maybe they're in a much better place now.
Hopefully,
Even still, I'm
we're
fucking
hoping.
afraid
There's
of it.
only hope.
How about a Chili's tier list? I don't know if I've said this before, but I'll say it now. I say this like to my friends. I think Chili's is like the best food you can get if you're aiming for that ballpark of quality. So I put Chili's in the same tier as like all the other ones, like Applebee's and all that. Chili's blows
I go
them
for
out of water. Chili's is so.
It definitely has to be it's Chick-fil-A, I think. No, it's not Chick-fil-A. It's the other one. I forgot.
far
I don't
above
remember
the
that.
competition in that genre, it's not even fair. Like, why would you ever go somewhere that's
Chipotle.
not Chili's if it's an option?
Chipotle.
If that's like where the tier you're trying to stay in. Long John Silver doesn't even want you eating there. When's the last time you saw a Long John Silver commercial? Great question. Do they even advertise anymore?
Yeah, like I've never saw one in my life
comments
actually.
from 6 months ago, I saw a
Last
video
time I've never seen one in my life. There wasn't a last time.
claiming nobody goes to Long John Silver's and it's mainly a money laundering operation. I've never been. Here's a Long John Silver's commercial from 2021. Is their slogan "Fish Yeah"? It is. Long John Silver, Fish
That's the
Yeah.
actual slogan.
Yeah, they definitely don't aggressively market themselves. For good reason.
Yeah,
The less people
that's
that go to
good.
their establishments, the less chance of a lawsuit from like an inadvertent foodborne death. If you search Long John Silver's
I have a
flyer
hard
on
time believing they bring in as much money as they said earlier, but I will believe it, I guess.
Google, you're greeted with dozens of separate LJS locations that have randomly burnt down.
Exactly.
Well, there's also just so
Like,
many
I've
of them.
noticed that throughout the video, too. A lot of these places, like 2 or 3 people, I think, have commented in his video that they've burnt down. Why is that occurring in so many places?
That I imagine just pure numbers game, that's bound to happen. Like, I bet McDonald's probably has the same phenomenon and Burger King and all that. I don't think it's exclusive to just LJS.
Yeah.
The city says the fire was quickly put out, but not before it caused fire, smoke, and water damage.
Luckily, nobody was inside. Alright. So that was a month ago, so it looks like this shit's burning down all the time.
Yeah, if y'all didn't understand that diss, y'all didn't understand it. But luckily, it wasn't inside. Like,
I really
nobody was
like
inside
finding
because it's
answers
trash.
for people. The school does a very good job at preparing you for being a professional.
Come on, ad. Hurry up. Hurry it up.
Yeah. See that? The emo-
Bro, boys, bro. Why did you
The emotions coming out of me immediately, like an angry dog, I'm snapping at you. Today I'm going to show you two different sides of me, Jekyll and Hyde. We've got two important topics that I really want to discuss. The first one is extremely positive and something I'm very passionate about and also would like your help with. And the second is extremely negative, something I'm very passionate about and nobody can help me with because the old U.S. government decided to take me over their knee and spank my keister when I did nothing wrong. Now, before you start speculating, it has nothing to do with taxes. Uncle Sam ain't blasted my butt for that. It's something very different, and I'm blowing the lid off of this corruption here. It's gone on for far too long. And the NSA, I know you're watching, probably sweating right now. I know they got their ears listening to this. Well, you can't stop me now because I'm going to dive into it. But not quite yet. I want to quickly start with the positive thing that I'd like to discuss. A couple weeks ago, I started doing giveaways on stream, just giving viewers money. I started on Christmas because I thought it'd be kind of nice for anyone that didn't have a good Christmas to tell me what they wanted and didn't get, and I'd just pay for it for them. And I did it again last week for anyone that just needed money for something, and I've just been trying to brainstorm ways to make that a more fun stream experience. Like, I really enjoy doing it and I want to do more of it. I just want to make sure that it's a fun thing to watch as well. Right now, the current way that I'm doing it is I've had a friend of mine named JMac make a Google form, so during the stream it's just pinned to the top of the chat, and whoever wants to like enter into it just submits there. They tell me the amount and what it's going to be used for and whatever message they want to send, and then the chat will just shout out a bunch of random numbers. Looks like some kind of hacking sequence out of the Matrix when we do these, but I'll just randomly choose one of those numbers that chat shouts out. I'll go to that form, read out the message, and then send the person the money. And then I do that for a couple hours, give away a couple $1,000s to a bunch of different people, and it's really, like, it makes me happy to do that because it just feels nice to be able to give back to a community that's been so supportive of my shit for so long. I'm just trying to think of ways of making this a more fun viewer experience on stream, because right now it's mainly sitting silently or maybe shooting the shit with chat a little bit and then going to that form and reading it out and then sending it. Like, there's not a whole lot of like activity going on the stream itself, and I just feel like there's got to be a way of doing this in like a really exciting way. And I just haven't been able to come up with the right solution in my noodle right now. The main thing is I don't want it to be some kind of competition where people will have to compete for that. Maybe that can be something different down the line, but for this, I'd rather it be something that everyone, of course, can participate in, and I just haven't been able to figure out exactly what that could look like at its best. So if anyone has any ideas, just comment them down below, and I'll definitely take a look there. But anyway, let's move on to the extremely negative topic that I really want to rant about because I've been fuming on it for days. I briefly touched on it on stream, but the more I marinate on it and the more I learn about this, the more I get upset. So I want to dive in even deeper. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know this. Moist Esports is one of the best Apex Legends teams in the world. And our squad comes from Australia. It's where they've been playing out of. But this split, we wanted to bring them to the United States of America, the land of the free, home of the brave, the place where the cheeseburger was invented and communism was prevented. Amen, brother. This is where Jesus Christ was born, and this is where Moist Esports is going to give birth to the biggest goddamn W the world's ever seen when it comes to Apex Legends. So, we began the visa process to get them over, and we submitted all of the necessary paperwork. We had all of our attorneys working through everything. We even collaborated with all the other big organizations that have done similar things, and we're even doing similar things this split, and it was all smooth sailing. No hiccups, no bumps in the road. We started to put all our plans in motion. We had a place picked out for them here in Tampa. Also, we have our warehouse where they'd be playing out of. It all looked great. And then we got a request from the agent in the U.S. government here that was handling our case, saying that he needed a little more information. And that's a little tedious because we submitted all the necessary paperwork and all the documents and everything that all the other orgs submitted and did not get a request for further information, but for some reason we were picked out for it, so it is what it is. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We went through the tedious process of providing even more insight to the things that they were requesting, and we put all that in and had to wait again. Now keep in mind, this is not a quick process by any means. the U.S. government ain't exactly known for its speed.
Yeah.
This shit isn't exactly kicking in the afterburners or anything. There's no NOS boosters when it comes to this process. So this is over the course of weeks. And that's crucial time because our team needs to get here so they can start practicing together in the American soil on our ping for this split, so that way they can be prepared for when the season starts in a couple weeks. So all of this long waiting period of them not being allowed here also prevented them from being able to practice here, which is of course detrimental. So it was stressful and a headache, but we got everything in. And then we got a message back from our agent, who of course is representing who is taking on our case and representing us and giving us either the thumbs up or thumbs down on whether or not our Australian professional gamers can come to this country to play professionally. And the answer was no, they cannot. So, huge round of applause for that guy. He just prevented 3 gamers from coming to this country and wreaking havoc. I don't know what else we could have possibly provided. We did everything every other org did, and more, and still got declined. So I don't know what else we could have done. Maybe we needed to get like some kind of testimonial from each of our players' ex-girlfriends to confirm that they're not a terrorist or something. I have no fucking clue. We were left in the dark, but the answer was no, which means we then had to start scrambling and get our Australians to Canada instead, so that way they could still play in this region, because obviously if they stayed in Australia, the ping differential is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a huge setback for them to be playing in the NA region while being in Australia. So obviously having them in Canada still puts them in the NA region, and it was our only option left at this point since the US immigration agent decided to spit in our face, and led to a lot of panic, but we eventually got them to Canada where it was a lot smoother and more seamless. And then we eventually found out the reason for being rejected. And when I tell you that it is one of the most head-scratching explanations, I'm not exaggerating. It is so bafflingly, like, I can't even say frustrating, actually, because it's just laughable. It's comical that people like this are working in the positions they are, because it's very clear that the agent that had our case has no fucking clue what professional video games even means, or what video games even are, for that matter, is the impression that I got from all of this. I think what happened is he might have
He must have done some. Because what reaction did you give to make someone think that you don't even know what a video game is? I'm about to see right now.
Sees Twitter and saw Waltzy throwing up 400 pounds with ease and just got afraid of him, thinking that he might be a national threat for being too strong. Like, that'd make more sense than what he gave us. I can't go into the finer details of it, obviously, because that might be a violation.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a couple of the broad strokes. The one that had me actually giggle when Matt told me is that our agent didn't believe us when we said we were one of the top teams in the world. We submitted the official, rankings of everything and where we place in all of the majors as well as the World Championship and everything, and by every single metric, we are a top 15 team at least. By a lot of other calculations, we'd also be in the top 10. But basically, we just submitted that we are just one of the top teams and then gave all of the rankings and everything.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe us. He thought we were lying, fundamentally. Something that he could easily confirm with a single Google search of just Moist Esports Apex and then look at our results and then just look at where we rank amongst all of the other teams. He could have easily verified this, but instead just didn't want to. Instead...
No. There has to be something deeper, because there's no way he doesn't even just, the other guy just doesn't even just look at it, and then that makes no sense. He has to look at it, right? Or this guy just doesn't care about a job, just doesn't care.
Just said, nope, you're telling a fib,
Exactly.
basically. So he fought us on that, something that he himself could do. With actually as little as 5 seconds on the keyboard. It's so fucking unbelievable that that guy has that job and won't even do the bare minimum of just confirming something that he might be a little skeptical on, and would instead just say, nah, it's probably a lie. Craziness, actually lunacy. But what's even more insultingly ridiculous is one of the other big things that they slapped us for. In our initial filings, they stated that they didn't like one of our clauses in our player contracts. And that clause was that we let all of our players keep 100% of their earnings, like through streaming and also through like winning prizes. I believe they were both lumped together, but I think they were held up on streaming in particular. At Moist Esports, we don't touch anything our players make through streaming or whatever they win in the games they compete in. We let them keep 100% of it. The old U.S. immigration agent did
Just sound like a good boss. He getting ejected for being a good boss? Bro, he's a great boss. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. He's just a good boss.
Not like that, and took an
Literally
issue
just
with
a
it,
good
maybe
boss.
with the way it was worded. So, when we resubmitted when they asked for more information, we switched it around basically at their request. Like, we changed around some of the wording, of course still not taking anything from players or anything like that, but we changed around like the wording that may have been a bit of a pressure point for them. And then we got slapped again because we changed the contracts. At their request, basically. We did what they asked us to do with making these changes, and then that was a problem that they rejected us for. Like, we were damned if we did, damned if we didn't. It seemed like the U.S. immigration agent that was handling our case here really wanted any reason at all to fuck us. We got in trouble for doing what we were basically asked to do, and then got punished for it again.
Best prediction here is he's working for the other team. There has to be it. That has to be it. He has to be working for the other team. No other thing that could be happening here. He has to be working for the other team.
It doesn't make sense. And when talking with all the other big orgs that have gone through a similar process, I won't name any names here because, again, I don't know like how specific I'm even allowed to get with talking about this situation, but all of the other orgs had similar experiences, or at least knew of other orgs that had similar experiences, and it's just like a commonly accepted thing in this space that the U.S. immigration is a fucking nightmare for it, and that they are needlessly nitpicky to the point where they will actually just ruin an entire process for this. Apparently in Dota 2 this happens pretty frequently. It's craziness that it's still in this state. It's 2024. How can we not have people in these positions that understand professional video games? It's a massive fucking multi-billion-dollar industry. Esports has so much in it. How can the people that are still in charge of this process not know anything about it and do garbage like this? It's so frustrating. But anyway, the Apex team is now in Canada. We are still ready for the split. We are still competing NA here. And I'm very optimistic. Our team's already popping off. So it's still, we're still very happy, but it would have been a lot better if they were here in Tampa because we like having them around. They're friends. We play basketball together. We hang out. Like, it's fun when they're here. So it would have been great to have them in the actual United States, but that's off the table for now, and I just wanted to rant about that a little bit because it is disgusting.
For the most part, what I will say is, okay, he's wrapping up the video here. What I will say is, I hope that people in the comments and other places they try to get this situated, because this is just not. Seems like the guy that's working for the immigration thing is just on the other team or something. He's just on a different team or something. He doesn't want them to win. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.